It is Super Wednesday here in South Africa when it comes to by-elections. The numbers, 95 municipal ward by-elections are taking place in 56 municipalities. Let's start crossing into those different IEC centres that are all around the country. Mariska Botha is up first. She's in Langa in Cape Town. Mariska, very good morning to you. I can already see people there dancing, getting ready to go out there and cast their votes. How is the atmosphere? What can we expect out in Langa today?
You're exactly right. It's very joyful here this morning. It's actually refreshing to see people of different persuasions enjoying the time together. You can see the members of the EFF party agents and members of good party agents are having a little dance together, and there the ANC is also joining in. So we're here at one of the voting stations in Langa where people are expected to cast their ballots in this by-election. There's just under 14,000 people registered in this ward in Langa, and this is also the only one in Cape Town where there's also 4 independents standing to try and get people to vote for them. So thus far it's all calm here on this side and a very joyful mood this morning. Everybody seemingly enjoying themselves thus far, but it's still early in the day.
Yeah, I mean, as you say, Mariska, it is early in the day. It certainly is. There's a lot to still come because many looking into these by-elections and analysts saying this is going to be a very, very telling moment for these political parties, as next year is scheduled to be the municipal elections. Obviously, these elections have been delayed, the by-elections, so due to COVID, and we are seeing now that everybody's going. What does it look like in terms of the COVID protocol and how things are looking there? Obviously, the crowds aren't there, but just in general, how safe and secure does it look there?
I couldn't hear you clearly there, but as you said there, we also spoke to a political analyst earlier this week that said by-elections can be very, very useful to see what might happen in a municipal election, which is of course next year. And as you rightly said there, delayed because of no COVID-19. But interestingly, the analyst told us that COVID-19 isn't necessarily one of the decision-making factors when voters come to the poll. It's very much still grassroots level issues that are driving people, especially in areas like Langa, where unemployment, of course, extremely exacerbated by COVID-19. Service delivery is another major issue that will be driving people to make their decisions today. And he also said to us it will be interesting. The Western Cape is, of course, different in that it is ruled by the Democratic Alliance. So it will be interesting to see in this by-election if there will be a shift of votes from the DA towards the EFF and ANC, for example, or the other way around. Because as we're standing here in Ward 51 in Langa, this was an ANC stronghold, and the councillor that stood here was an ANC councillor who unfortunately passed away, and that's why the election is here. So that political science is telling us that yes, you are right. By-elections is a very helpful tool, especially also for political parties, to see the way that people are shifting and thinking and what might be those driving forces that could make them choose either way.
Mariska, we'll cross in with you a bit later, keeping an eye there on Ward 51 in Langa out in the Western Cape. That's Mariska Botha, and we will be crossing to other election centres across the country because around about 600,000 South Africans are expected to go out, cast their vote in these by-elections. Very important ones, these. Let's take a break. When we return, we speak to the IEC.